For the first time in my life, I did some soul searching the very first week of a new year. I was never the type to do New Year's resolutions past childhood, so this entire concept was new to me. I decided to take some time out to myself for several days and just meditate on my own thoughts. As some of you know, I have been depressed since I was a child, basically 8 years old. But something has to give. So I began asking myself a lot of questions as well as breaking down all of the good things I have done in this life so far. And on the flip side, I thought about all the bad things I have done in this life. I thought about how I could have handled situations that turned sour differently and how I can avoid those kind of situations moving forward. I also looked at how I tend to move past positive experiences quickly and neglect those memories subconsciously, which is something I want to change since I tend to remember every bad experience that I had, minor or large. At the end of it all, I ended up realizing that the past is simply that, the past. And I know that sounds elementary to a lot of y'all, but I dwell on the past a lot. Good or bad, I cannot change what has happened, but I can make sure my future plays out differently. My thing is, I do not know what to do in this world at this point. Majority of my skills that I learned since a child can easily be done through AI nowadays. Nothing truly interests me like it used to, and most of that has to do with my own environment. I am simply unhappy in the area that I live in, and I'm making moves, no pun intended, to get up out of here in a few months. So, if my environment changes yet I am still in the same mind state, then the move will be for nothing, and I could also cause a lot of damage to myself mentally. You see, a huge part of my depression is loneliness, not feeling good enough for anything or anyone and just falling short of majority of my goals I set for myself throughout the course of this life. Feeling like I have failed at this life. Feeling as though I would never have children or be able to make decent money on my own. The fear of being in an inescapable rat race, unable to retire, ending up on the street in my old age when my body breaks down, looking up at the one nurse in my room on my deathbed and saying goodbye to a complete stranger with no loved ones by my side, no wife or no significant other, no children or any relative that would give a damn to come see me take my last breaths. Just alone. And then passing away and realizing the other side makes this side look like eternal paradise as I endure countless perils that the human mind could never comprehend. I had dreams, but my dreams have shifted. For a good portion of my life, I wanted to be in the music industry. I wanted to either be an artist or at the very least a ghostwriter or some kind of writer for a big artist. However, it is as though Yahweh and Yahshua showed me bit by bit and piece by piece how wicked the industry is and how it is not for me. I may have written about wickedness in the past, but those were only brief moments in this long life that I lived. Those songs share a piece of my darkest thoughts, but they are not who I am. I do not want to sacrifice anybody whether I am close to them or not. I don't want to do strange things with other men because I am a straight man. And I am at a stage in my life now where turning up feels like a waste of time and a detriment to my mental stability. And to add on to that, I have no desire to have random sexual encounters with women I just met. So I guess the industry is out since that is the lifestyle that they promote and thrive in. I had other dreams, but that was the most consistent until around 2021 or so when I stopped making music all the time. The other dreams fall into similar boats but different reasons. For example, being a pro fighting game player is just not possible for me now, mainly because I have not wanted to get good at a fighting game since Street Fighter 4, which was around a decade ago or so. I do plan on streaming games, so stay tuned for that, real talk. So, if I gave up on all my dreams, then why even bother drawing breath? Is this life worth living, or should I just pick a day and do the unthinkable when I am by myself so no one can stop me? It's not that simple. I live for my loved ones and I live for my own hope. I do not know where it's coming from within myself, but through the intense feeling of wanting to give up, I have hope within me. I honestly believe this is Yahweh and Yahshua. I have been trying to give them praise on everything I do, even though I feel as though I am going to hell. I have a deep, dark streak across my soul like a dark entity put a curse on it. I can't shake my evil desires, but I can stop myself from doing evil. Sometimes I slip up. I fall into my own anger and depression, but I still pray. I don't just pray when I need help. I pray when I just want to give thanks even for the most mundane things. I now know what I want to do with this channel. You see, sometimes in between uploads, if too much time passes, I think that the video I have in mind is not worth the wait. I feel as though people will expect more, see less than they hope, and move on from the channel. So this makes me play mental gymnastics with myself until it's to the point that I haven't uploaded and feel even worse about it. But no more. I'm just gonna let it flow. Short videos or long videos, whatever I'm in the mood for, I'm just gonna throw it up. Either you rock with it or not, but the content will stay the same to what I have been putting out. So no need to worry about me changing things up. The only thing that will change is my delivery, since I am always trying to make my next video better than my last. I do want to stream more. I will still be streaming all the main Resident Evil games. I will be honest with y'all, I just get stage fright. I had fun on that stream I did months ago, but I was mad nervous the entire time and even messed up a couple of times in that playthrough because of it. But you can still expect me to stream the games. First stream will be this weekend sometime. But yeah, man, with all that being said, if you made it this far, I appreciate you for rocking with me, for real. I appreciate you for checking back and seeing what I got going on. I appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares, the subs, and everything else you all do to show love that I am unaware of. I know a lot of people on this platform say that, but I truly do appreciate you all and do not take you all for granted, even if you disagree with me or have some type of criticism. Thanks for caring enough to interact with me. That's about all I gotta say. If you are going through inner turmoil yourself, take some time to yourself and ask yourself a lot of questions. You will be surprised how effective it is. And do not forget to pray to the Most High or whatever higher power you believe in. Much love, y'all. Face signing out.